Good everyone, my name is Graphics. We want to reproduce the figure that is displayed at the top right corner of the screen, and we're told to draw it in isometric. When you are told to replicate a figure in isometric, the first thing you have to do is to draw your inclined axis. You draw the vertical axis, which is this. You draw the horizontal axis, as in incline that 30 degree, and also at this point also inclined at what? 30 degree. So this is what we have here, right? So this point here is just tell you that it is both inclined at what? At 30 degree. Here is 0, here is what? 0, then we're going to what? 30. Now if you look at this diagram very well, let me give you a clearer view. We have this way, and we're told to reproduce this. Now if I zoom into this, discover that the principle here is you get the total length. Total length is from here to here is not the total length, but if you look up here, this is 12 and this is 18. The total length is 12 plus 18, which is giving us what? 30. So I'm going to measure 30 on the length here. So the length here should be 30. We have 30 here. This is 30. Right? Now the height, we look at the total height, which is given to be what? 40. So we'll measure our height here to be 40. From here to here is 40. Right? Then we talk about the width, which is the width. If you look at it very well, from here to here is from here to here, is also from here to here, and that is what? 28. So I'm going to measure 28 on my meter rule. This is 28 here, from 1 to this 20, and this is 28. Right? Now I am going to project this point upward. Right? From here I'm going to take this upward from this point, take this one up this way, come to this point, take it to up this way. Now at this point too, I'm going to replicate the same thing I did here. Your inclined axis at 30, so I'll come to this point with my set square. I'll move it here to touch here. Then I'll turn the other way around also. I'll move it here to touch here. Right? Then close here up also, which is giving me this, and I'll turn it to draw this aspect here also, from here to this point. Now what do you notice? I have brought out the box at which I want to carve out this shape. Now first thing you need to know is that this to this point here is thickened, so I am going to thicken this to here is this to here. So I'm going to thicken it. If I thicken from here to here, I'll have this. That's what we have there. Similarly, if you look at it closely, for me to thicken from here to here, I need to measure 18 inward. So I'll measure 18 and I'll thicken it. So from here, I'm going to measure 18, and this is 18 here. Right? So I am going to thicken it from this point to this point. You can see that. Now the next thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to measure from the top at the back top here, measure 15 downward, because this point is this point here, so I'm going to measure 15 downward. So with my meter rule, take it to that point. This is 15. From 0 to this point is 15. This is my point 15 here. So I can easily thicken it. Now the next thing is, it is going in to meet this one here. So what I will do is, with the help of my t-square and set square, I am going to project this up a little bit, faint line. Then I'm going to close here up this way. So from here to this point is thickened. You can see that? Then I'll close them up like this. From here to here. You see that? So what we have here, I just drew this point at the back here. Right? Now, if you look at this point, it's 18. If from here to here is 18, automatically from here to here is also 18. So I'm going to measure 18 inward, then I'll thicken it. So I only thicken lines that I'm sure of. So I'll measure 18 inward. So from here, this is 18. Right? That is 18. So I'm going to measure 18 from here to this point. You can see that? Then, if you look at it very well, with the help of my t-square and z-square, I'll connect this point, which is this point, to this point, which is somewhere around here. So I'll use my z-square, let's see this way. I'll get to this point, move it to that point here. Z-square is moving on the t-square. So move to that point there. And I'm going to thicken it this way. You can see that? Then I'll also thicken the back also. The back here is also thicken. So I'm going to thicken it also from here to this point. So I will close it up at this point here. Because it's closed up too. Just copy and paste. So I have this way, right? Now if you look at the diagram very well, discover that this is coming down from 18 downward. So from here to here is 6. This point here, you see, is this point here. And I'm measuring 6 downward. So I'm going to measure the 6 downward from here. So measuring the 6 here, I will have, this is 0, and this is 6 here. So it means that I'll connect this to that point. So I'll connect here to that point this way. So this is what we're having. This is what we're having here. Can see that? Now, what do you notice? Since I have my t-square and z-square, I don't have to measure 6 here again. I'll just use my z-square and the t-square. Since from here to here is connected, I will just connect it to this point. From here to this point, I'm going to connect it. Can see that? Then here also is connected to this point, which is from here to here. So I'll connect it also to this point, like this. This is that point. Now the next thing we'll do here, now if you watch, from this point here, which is this point here, I'm measuring down, and that is how many? 6. So I measure 6 downward. So I'm going to measure 6 downward from here to here. Is 6. This point. So I'm going to thicken it. You can see that? Then I'll connect it to the other end. From this point to the other end here. I'll connect it this way. Right? And I'll close this point here. Just replicating what I see. You can see that? So the next thing I'll be doing here is that this is going in, but with how many? This point, which is this point, is going in. So from here to here is going in. So if you trace it down, telling me it's going in by 6. So I'm going to measure 6 inward. So measure 6 here inward. First of all, this is the 6 here. Somewhere around here. Then I can just easily use my z-square and just take it in upward. Faint line first, then I use my z-square to connect it. So from here can see that. Now the next thing I'll do here is this. From this top here, which is this top here, which is also the same thing at this point here, downward is what? Is 12. So I'm going to measure 12 from here, somewhere here, 12. So with the help of my rule, I'm going to measure 12. So I'm starting from 2. 2 will be my 0 here. So this will be 2. Or better still, let me start from 0. So from 0 here, I'll measure 12. So this is 10, 11, 12. So I'm going to take in it. Can see that? Then if you look at it very well, it is connected outward. It's taken outward to touch this line. And the way you can draw it, you use your set square to connect it there to that point. Right? So let's connect it. So from here to here is connected downward. I'm going to connect it downward also this way. So turn it there. Now what do you notice? From here, which is here, is touching this line. That is this line here. So I'll just use my set square and move it to that point. Can you see that? Now the next thing I'll do, from here to here is closed. So I'm going to close it up this way. Right? So inward there is a line drawn in, so I don't know the length of the line. I can easily just take this one in with faint line first, then I'll just draw this from here to go in straight. Right? Then this is connected up, so I'm going to draw that up. Then I'll close it up. So I have replicated the diagram. If you found this video helpful, please don't forget to click on the subscribe button. Thanks for watching.